Hello, Bumblebee. I've got traps for you. I got a trap for you right there. Go up there, Bumblebee. Hendy, the Sparky. I want to see how much I can pull from this. Look how nice these racketeers are. Yeah. Look how they fit. You don't have to set them on the top. You can fit them right in there.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah. Stays. This is about the biggest reel.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a really big reel. They make bigger reels, but that's about the big average wheel for electricians. So that's nice, man.
Mm-hmm. Shout out racketeers.
Yeah. Shout out racketeers.
Racketeers. They're really helping us, man.
Yeah, they are.
The job easier.
Yeah. All right, so let's go under the deck, P. I want to see how much wire I have. Okay. So why don't you go under the deck, and then we're going to pull this and see how far we can go and make an assessment of how much more we're going to need.
Got it.
This is actually 1/0. This is overkill. This is 1/0 SE.
Oversized and undersized.
Yeah, for voltage drop for sure.
Yeah.
But this is 1/0, and we only needed number 2. I mean, this is 1/0. So there's 3 1/0s and a number 2 ground. And that, it's not that much on the reel, but that was 500 foot.
Yeah. I mean, we did a couple sub panels with this, 100 amp sub panels for our jobs.
Yeah, but that we didn't really use it much, right?
No.
Yeah. So this is 100 amp rated wire. All right, let's go see what we can do.
I'm trying to think, like, how are you going to get this from here to here now?
Well, I'm just laying it out to get a measurement. Let's go look under the deck. Huh?
I'm just trying to see, yeah. I think the DIY is a good idea.
What do you mean DIY?
Well, I mean, yeah, I like the SCR, taping it down to the fence, taping it on the fence, or tie wrap to the fence.
Well, we could either go underneath this, underneath the deck, and go all the way under the deck. But look at this mess here, huh? That's gonna get, look at how that collapsed on me, that wall. Of course, it's 20 years old. What happened, we had a big tree there and it overgrew and it just knocked the wall over. But over here, P, right? So if we go under the deck, look at this wavy gravy pipe. You know, I put that extra beam there because I was going to put a hot tub underneath it. That's why I put that there.
That'd be so sick.
Right?
Yeah.
But see, if we come up, P, and we can just bring it and just attach it underneath the deck, and then you could see there where we go in for the pool. That's where the pool power comes from. We drill another hole. Obviously, that's the basement by the fireplace. Drop ceiling, and then get it. I think that's the way to go. Other than going all the way around the pool and trenching around the pool, I really think that's the way to go. So let's just pull it. Let's just see how much it is, and we could leave it under the deck for now after we pull it off. Let's check out this solar's doing. Ooh, I can hear it. I built this 2 years ago with a 100-watt solar panel I got from Costco. This is a Coleman solar panel, 100 watt. It was like 70 bucks. And then I have 2 18 amp hour batteries in there. My solar PV disconnect, MC4 connectors with a, this is actually charging up my pool pump, my pool cleaner. Oh, my other pal, Mister, came in, paralleling these guys up. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get it. Well, you know what? Just go on the outside, bring it through that fence right there, and let's just pull it. Keep going. Yeah, we're gonna need more than that for sure.
Yeah, but look, when you think about it, are we gonna run it in the basement on the top?
Yeah, for sure. But that we still need quite a bit to get to the front of the house. So, yeah. I got this light in Costco. It's phenomenal. Solar light. Look, there's the solar panel. Got a couple of these. Man, it works like clockwork. I don't think we're going to need much. So probably going to trench from the shop to the house. Maybe lay conduit and pull THHN wires and just splice it under the deck. Yep. 300 amp service. 320 amp service. That's good. That's going to be good, man. That's nice to have that roll in the shop like that, right?
Yeah.
We've never used it, do we? Nice. So it's a perfect application. Wow, I'm way over here already. Okay. All right, come on out. We'll just clean this up here and we'll come up with a plan of attack. We got to measure from here around, and that's where we'll end up trenching from here. I'll get under this sidewalk. I know I have a junction box here. Yeah! Okay, we're into the house, in the basement, and now we got to get it along and get in the mechanical room over here. And so we've got sheetrock here, which don't want to cut that. And okay, it's big cable, right? It's like big service cable.
That's why, because I didn't sleep. Because you're watching the game?
No, I just didn't sleep.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's right. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah.
All right, now, Chris, bring the ladder over here.
All right.
We got to get up over here now. So I had to drill through that. There's plywood behind that side.
Yeah.
And then on this side, I got so lucky. Guys, I actually drilled from both sides just by eye, and I was able to get through. So that was like so much wood right there.
Nah, Chris, you need 1 inch or
3/4 heavy wall?
yeah.
I got it.
Or 1 inch too. All right, cool. Got it through. Got it over the sheetrock. Inside. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this transfer switch. So this is a 50 amp plug. And I'll either put an SO cord on this because this is too heavy of a cable. It might terminate in here. It might, but it'll probably look better in a box and then down into my transfer switch. So no more generator. It's now going to be solar. And what's nice is I'll be able to put on from generator to line. So if I lose the solar off, I can put it back on the utility. And these are built-in circuit breakers for them. Here's a 30 amp. That's cool. I can maybe use this for my air conditioning. Niceness. Little duct seal. We'll strap this wire up underneath the deck. Here's the cable. And now this is going to be the other challenge, getting the cable underneath this sidewalk and trenched over to the solar. Some people say, well, why didn't you just connect make the whole shop just solar? Well, my solar cannot handle both these vans, all these EVs we have, just cannot handle it. So I gotta have 100 amps out here on the utility line in addition to the solar. So with this new inverter, paralleling up this guy, I should be able to get, it said 27 amps, so I should be able to get about 50 amps of current from these. All right, well, setting these up in parallel now. So in order for me to get an output, once I set this one to parallel, I needed to turn this one on and set this one also to parallel, put the serial cable in, or the parallel cable in, and it's working good. So apparently it's only a 3-wire now. So L1 neutral and ground. It's L1 neutral and ground here, and this is L2 neutral and ground. Of course, I don't have the battery hooked up yet. I just wanted to do the setup and do some testing, but I'll keep you updated. That cart was nice to be able to roll those batteries right out of the way. I ordered a few more batteries too, so all right, we'll let you know how the powmr is.